with CPC Bodybuilding, the home of men's classic physique. So sorry to be a little late. Was having some issues with the stream initially, but we got it figured out. Got another edition of This Week in Classic Physique for you guys. So going to be highlighting all of the classic physique shows that happened this past weekend, as well as detailing some of the ones that are coming up. So we got 3 pro shows coming up next weekend, and then we had 1 pro show and 1 amateur show last weekend. So going to detail those. But before we get rolling, make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe for the algorithm if you guys like all the classic stuff. And give me a follow on Instagram. The tag is the same as my YouTube channel. It's CPC Bodybuilding. So go there if you guys want all the latest on classic. So like I said, going to recap a couple of these classic shows and then show you guys what's coming up. So we'll jump into it. So the first show that we had this past weekend was the Body B1 Pro in Alabama. So this featured 9 classic physique pros. Tyler Johnson of Canada ended up winning this show just by 1 point. It was super close. For those of you who may not be familiar with bodybuilding judging, 1 point is as close as it gets here in the sport. So Tyler with the split decision victory over Barry Irving. So it was a super close show, but a big congrats to Tyler for winning this one. He is going to be on his way to his second Olympia appearance this year. So Tyler went to the 2022 Olympia, and he won the 2022 Toronto Pro to get there. So this is just the first stop on his tour. I know he's doing a lot of shows leading up to trying to earn as many wins as he can. So first show and 1 win in his first appearance this year. So pretty good way to start out the season for Tyler there. Congrats to him. Next up, like I said, Barry Irving getting second place by just 1 point. So I think the feedback from the judges was he just needs to work on his V-taper. So basically just add more to the lats there. So Barry's already got a small waist, just needs to add more to those lats. He's got great arms, great legs, you name it. So just add more width through the lats, and I think he's there. I mean, came up short by just a point. He's knocking on the door, guys. This was his 5th show of the year, so he's going to shut it down in order to take some time off, make those improvements, and hopefully come back either later this year or early next year and try to earn that Olympia qualification. He's got 3 top 3s already this year, so it's by far his best year in Classic yet. His look is only improving with time, so I think Barry is going to get that O qualification, whether it's later this year or next year. He's well on his way. In third place, we had Andrew Wilson. So this was his first appearance this year. Andrew brings a great classic look, crisp lines, very clean look, lots of width. He's a really tall guy, so your eyes are kind of drawn to him. He was my dark horse in this lineup. So a top 3 for him here. Congrats to Andrew. In fourth, we had Terrence Bonds, who continues to move up the ranks. He debuted last year at Texas Pro, was 12th there, so second call out at San Antonio, 7th place, and then here moving up to first call out at the Body B1 Pro with a 4th place finish. So Terrence is only getting better, and definitely a great look that he brought here at the Body B1. Next up, we got David Anthony Tassin in 5th place. He doesn't have any socials, but I got to commend the guy. He's got really good shape. You can see the good V-taper, the wide lats, the small waist. He's very balanced. He's not the biggest guy, but he's very balanced, which I think is very essential to classic physique. And in 6th place, we had Luigi Bascogue. So Luigi finished 3rd at Mid-USA. He's trying to get an Olympia qualification. I know 6th isn't really what he was looking for here, but I think he'll bounce back. My guess is that he'll continue to compete this year until he gets a little bit closer or eventually secures that Olympia qualification. Austin Phillips was in 7th place in his pro debut. He's a natural guy, kind of shorter guy, but definitely held his own in a lineup full of some talented competitors. So Austin brought a really good look. His shape, his condition definitely carries him far. I don't think these photos really do these guys enough justice when it comes to the condition. The lighting wasn't the best in my opinion. So congrats to Austin on a successful pro debut. And Carlos Pinto, he finished in 8th. And Bassem Ashuri finished in 9th in his pro debut. He may or may not go again this year. He's kind of undecided, but I think Bassem will probably do a little bit better next time he's on stage. I don't know if I would have had him in 9th place here. That's just my opinion. Had I been on the judging panel, just comparing the photos, but I think he's got a good future. He just needs to, refine the look, refine the posing a little bit, and come back stronger. So those are the Body B1 results. We'll just go through that top call out here with Barry on the left and Tyler on the right. So again, Tyler ended up winning this one by a point. I'll go through each pose, give you guys my thoughts. So we got the front double. I give this to Tyler. More width through the lats, just takes up more space, more muscularity. In the side chest, I'm actually going to give this to Barry because he has better detail through the glutes, the hamstrings, and the chest. I think he just wins that shot with his detail and his lines. Back double, I'm actually going to give this again to Barry. Tyler's a little bit bigger, but the detail on the back as well as the glutes and the hamstrings is just markedly better from Barry here, in my opinion. Ab and thigh, I would actually give to Tyler. He looks a little bit wider, so the lats are out a little bit wider. The waist looks a little bit smaller, and the quads just look bigger. Better lines through the quads as well. And then favorite classic really could go either way. I would give the slight edge to Tyler simply for the teacup pose. I think that's a winning pose right there, and probably a little bit more powerful in terms of just really displaying his strength, which is muscularity, in this comparison with Barry. So again, 1 point decision. This could have gone either way. And congrats to both of these guys on a great showing here at the Body B1. So next up, we'll get into the junior Nats results. So we had 4 guys earn their pro cards. Each class winner gets a pro card here at Junior Nationals. Now, again, just a reminder, different national shows have different numbers of pro cards. So we saw Junior USAs earlier this year. The top 2 in each class actually get a pro card there, which personally, I think it should be like Junior Nats and only the class winners should get pro cards, but that's simply my opinion. Junior Nats tends to be a little bit deeper of a show than Junior USAs, simply because Junior Nationals is like the start of the summer stretch where there's all these national level shows that you can do, and guys usually use this as the first one. So if you hit Junior Nationals and you may not get your pro card there, you can move on to Universe, which is just 2 weeks later. So Universe is literally a week and a half away, and then late July you have USAs. So generally speaking, I think Junior Nationals is a little bit deeper than Junior USAs. And if you compare the class winners at this show, you'll see that this is top-notch competition. So here we've got in Class A, Tony Pope. This guy won the overall in men's physique. He's got great structure, very balanced and proportionate, crisp lines, just a very clean, classic look. This guy's going to be doing the Atlanta Pro in men's physique for sure here in a couple of weeks. So Tony's jumping right into the pro shows, and you got to love it because this guy, I think he can do really well in men's physique right now. So I'm excited for him. Hopefully we see him in classic in the pro ranks too. Next up, we got Kane Beegler in Class B. So Kane has been knocking on the door as a top-level amateur bodybuilder for years. He's won overalls in classic and bodybuilding. He's been really close to a pro card before, and it seems like he's been, just this close for about half a decade. And he finally broke through, won a pro card here. He was pretty clearly the winner in Class B, and he brings great muscularity. He has good shape too, just very balanced. He's a really dense guy too, and holds his own in a lot of these side poses, the back poses. Definitely can expose a lot of people in the side chest, the back double bicep. So shout out to Kane. Class C, we had David Aguilar Rosales. So he was really the only guy who got pushed in terms of like having a clear like 1-2 battle. So David won this show, in my opinion, in terms of his class with his condition. His condition was just lights out at this show. Came in absolutely peeled. This was his second national show of the year. He got third in his class at Junior USA's, missing the pro card by just a spot. And he's got superb condition. He's got great structure. His lats are very wide. He has really good quads to complement the lats, small waist, you name it. David will be a really good pro someday. He's only 24. He's got a great work ethic and just needs to really work on, adding the size after winning this pro card and then stepping on a pro stage and then just cleaning up the presentation. He's going to be absolutely golden, I think. So David Aguilar Rosales there in Class C. And then in Class D, we had Fleming Okiki. He also won the overall. So he's a really tall guy, has great structure. You can see here in this front lat spread, great detail through the quads, wide lats, very broad shoulders, and 6'4". He's got a lot of room to grow in terms of that pro classic physique weight cap. I think he's got tons of potential. Like, this guy could be a top classic physique pro someday. Just great structure, as you guys can see. He's meant for this division. So you can see why he won the overall here. So that is the results from Junior Nationals. So those are the recaps of what we had going on this past weekend. Now let's get to this upcoming weekend. So we've got 3 classic pro shows. We've got 1 Saturday show and 2 Sunday shows. We'll start with the Sunday shows because these are a little bit smaller. We've got the Ireland Pro put on by Muscle Contest. That's going to be on Sunday, June 30th. I'm going to bring out probably some of the best European pros. And then we've got the Surpro Cup in Argentina on Sunday as well. That typically brings out some of the better South American pros, a lot of the guys from Brazil, Colombia, etc. And then the big one this weekend is the first Indie Pro Super Show. So I do believe there has been an Indie Pro in the past, but it's been like 212 and open bodybuilding. I don't remember them ever doing classic physique, but here at this show, it's going to be bikini and classic physique in terms of pro divisions. Those are firsts. So it's going to be a really good show, guys. I will be there in person covering this one, front row right next to the judges. So make sure you guys check me out on Instagram. I'll be posting all the updates on my page, CPC Bodybuilding. And then I do know this is going to bring out some of the top Canadian talent out there. So we're going to get Tyler Johnson, who just won Body V1. And we're also going to get Blake Corse, who was a 2022 Olympian and also got second place at the Toronto Pro this year. So we've got top Canadian talent. There's going to be lots of American guys hopping into this one. Probably guys who I have no idea who have probably already been to the Olympia. I'm sure that we're going to get some really solid American guys in this show too. So going to be a really exciting one, guys. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the updates there. But that's going to do it for this week in Classic Physique, guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. But that's going to do it. I'm Brant, signing out for CPC Bodybuilding. Make sure you guys keep it classic. I'll catch y'all later.